Have you ever noticed how carbohydrates can sneak into your diet without you even realizing it? Just a slice of bread here, a little rice there, and suddenly glucose spikes. This can be very dangerous for people with diabetes, as the damage can be severe. Increased thirst, fatigue, slow healing, and even heart and nerve problems. But don't worry, there's a solution. By making more conscious choices and incorporating foods that help control glucose, you can protect your health and avoid these complications. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing a series of videos to help you manage your diabetes and regain your health. Let's get started. 1. Rapid increase in blood glucose. Imagine you just ate a plate of tacos filled with corn tortillas, accompanied by a sugary cold drink. Sounds delicious, right? But for someone with diabetes, this could be a big problem. When you consume too many carbohydrates at once, your body quickly turns them into sugar and releases it into the bloodstream. The problem arises when the body doesn't have enough insulin or when there's insulin resistance, preventing the sugar from entering the cells properly. The result? Blood glucose levels rise rapidly. And the worst part, the faster it rises, the more damage it can cause. This spike can make you feel off with dizziness, headaches, and even blurry vision. If this becomes frequent, organs begin to suffer. It's like your veins are congested streets, clogged with sugar. The solution is choosing better foods that don't cause these spikes. Opt for fiber-rich foods like avocado, nuts, and vegetables, which help keep glucose stable and the body functioning well. 2. Fatigue and drowsiness. You know that tired feeling after a heavy meal? Now imagine that multiplied by 10. For people with diabetes, consuming too many carbohydrates can lead to extreme fatigue. This happens because the blood sugar spikes quickly, but the cells can't use that energy properly. It's like a car with fuel, but it can't use it. The result? Excessive tiredness and difficulty concentrating. Additionally, the body tries to fix the excess sugar by releasing more insulin. And this roller coaster of insulin levels can cause a sudden energy drop. That's why, after a big meal, many people feel the urge to lie down on the couch and rest. To avoid this fatigue, the trick is to balance meals with proteins and healthy fats, like guacamole or a plate of ceviche. These foods provide energy without causing those sharp glucose drops, keeping the body more energized. I know how difficult it can be to choose the right meals to control blood sugar, especially with so many options out there. But what if you had a simple, practical guide full of delicious recipes designed for diabetics? With Smart Eating, the nutritional guide for diabetics, you'll get the support you need to plan your meals from breakfast to dessert with ingredients that help keep glucose stable. Want to transform your diet and start controlling blood sugar easily and deliciously? Download the guide now by clicking the link in the first pinned comment below the video. 3. Excessive thirst and dry mouth. Have you ever felt that endless thirst, even after drinking several glasses of water? This can happen when blood glucose levels are too high. When sugar circulates excessively in the blood, the body tries to get rid of it through urine. The kidneys work overtime, filtering the sugar, and end up releasing more liquid than usual. The result? Intense thirst. In addition, the mouth becomes dry, which can cause bad breath, difficulty speaking, and even that uncomfortable dry throat feeling. And of course, the more water you drink, the more you need to go to the bathroom, creating an endless cycle. The best way to avoid this is by controlling glucose and choosing natural, sugar-free drinks, like hibiscus tea or fresh lemon water. This way, you keep your body hydrated without raising glucose levels. 4. Frequent urge to urinate. You know when you drink a lot of water and need to use the bathroom all the time? Now imagine that happening without drinking so much liquid. This happens when blood glucose is high. The body detects the excess sugar and tries to get rid of it. Since the kidneys can't process it all at once, they pull more water from the body to dilute the sugar, eliminating it through urine. The result? You're constantly running to the bathroom, even at night, interrupting your sleep. And the worst part is, by losing so much water, thirst increases, leading you to drink more and rush back to the bathroom. This cycle seems endless. To avoid this, it's best to control carbohydrates and consume foods that stabilize glucose, such as avocado, nuts, and chia. This keeps the sugar at the right levels and prevents constant bathroom trips. 5. Rapid increase in hunger. Imagine you just ate a delicious plate of tacos with meat, rice, beans, and a glass of soda. You feel full, but soon after, the hunger comes back with a vengeance, as if you hadn't eaten anything. Why does this happen? When you consume too many carbohydrates at once, blood sugar spikes quickly. The body then releases insulin to try to manage this glucose. But often, it releases too much insulin, which causes blood sugar levels to drop abruptly. And the brain interprets this as hunger. That's why, even after a big meal, you feel the need to eat more. This constant hunger cycle can lead to weight gain, worsening insulin resistance, and even more difficulty managing glucose. The solution? Choose foods that keep you satisfied longer. Proteins and healthy fats, such as avocado, eggs, or a handful of nuts, help keep blood sugar stable and prevent uncontrolled hunger. That way, you stay satisfied longer and avoid glucose spikes. 6. Nerve damage neuropathy. Have you ever felt tingling in your hands or feet like they were falling asleep? Or that sensation of pinpricks, burning, or even an annoying pain for no reason? This could be a sign of neuropathy, a problem caused by high glucose, which starts to damage the nerves. When there's too much sugar in the blood for too long, the blood vessels that nourish the nerves begin to get damaged. It's like a river full of dirt causing the plants that depend on it to die. With less oxygen and nutrients reaching the nerves, they begin to fail, and symptoms like numbness, pain, burning, and even loss of sensation, especially in the feet, appear. This problem is dangerous because, without the sensation of pain, you might injure yourself without realizing it. Imagine stepping on a sharp object or burning yourself without noticing. And if glucose stays high, the issue can worsen, even affecting mobility. To avoid this, it's essential to control glucose and take good care of your feet. Additionally, foods rich in antioxidants, such as nuts, seeds, and avocado, can help protect the nerves and maintain healthy circulation. 7. Risk of heart problems. Imagine your arteries are like streets that carry blood throughout the body. When you consume too many carbohydrates and blood sugar rises frequently, it's like these streets are full of potholes and dirt. Excess glucose causes inflammation and damage to blood vessels, making the artery walls stiffer and accumulating fat plaques. This can increase levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, and triglycerides, making the blood thicker. The result? Higher risk of high blood pressure, blocked arteries, heart attacks, and strokes. Plus, high glucose can also directly damage the heart, weakening the heart muscle and making it harder to pump blood. The good news is you can change this situation. Controlling blood sugar, consuming fiber-rich foods and healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and chia seeds helps clean the streets, ensuring smooth blood flow. It's also important to include exercise and avoid processed and sugary foods. 8. Difficulty healing wounds. Have you ever noticed that sometimes a simple cut takes much longer to heal than usual? For those with high glucose, this happens because the excess sugar harms the body's natural healing process. When you get hurt, the body sends cells to repair the damage. But if blood sugar is high, this process becomes slower and more disorganized. Additionally, blood vessels may be damaged, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach the wound. Another problem is that high glucose creates an environment that's favorable for bacteria, increasing the risk of infection. This can cause small wounds to develop into ulcers and, in severe cases, even lead to more serious complications. The good news is that this can be avoided. Keeping glucose under control, eating a diet rich in antioxidants, such as avocado, nuts, and sunflower seeds, and taking good care of your skin can make all the difference. If a wound appears, it's best to treat it right away, rather than waiting for it to heal on its own. 9. Blurry vision and risk of eye damage. Have you ever noticed that your vision gets blurry after eating something really sweet? This could be a sign that your blood sugar is too high. Excess glucose causes the natural lens of the eyes, the crystalline lens, to absorb more fluid, changing its shape and making it harder to focus. The result? Blurry vision, difficulty seeing up close or far away, and even light sensitivity. And the problem doesn't stop there. Over time, high glucose can damage the tiny blood vessels in the retina, which can lead to a condition called diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, it can cause bleeding in the eyes and even blindness. The good news is that these problems can be avoided. Keeping glucose under control, eating foods rich in antioxidants like nuts, avocado, and carrots, and having regular eye exams can help protect your vision. 10. Higher risk of insulin resistance. Did you know that when the body is constantly exposed to high glucose levels, it can start to ignore insulin? This happens because over time, the excess sugar makes the body cells tired of responding to insulin, and this is what we call insulin resistance. Imagine that insulin is like a key that opens the door of the cells to let sugar in and be used as energy. When the body becomes resistant, that key doesn't work as well, and the cells can no longer absorb sugar properly. The consequence? The body starts producing more insulin to try to compensate, but even so, sugar remains in the blood. This creates a vicious cycle. More insulin in the body, more difficulty processing sugar, and a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The good news is that you can reverse this situation. Lifestyle changes, such as adopting a balanced diet, rich in fiber and with fewer refined carbohydrates, exercising regularly, and controlling weight, help improve the body's response to insulin. With this, you reduce the risk of insulin resistance and keep glucose under control. If you like this video and want to learn more about how to take care of your health, don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any important tips. We're in this together. See you in the next video.